at one point it felt as if he thought I was stupid. So I was like, wait, what? I said pause.
Caught me at the right time, baby. Oh, I was at the end. Made me feel like...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know we ain't do a sit down video in like forever, but we gotta change that up here, cause I be doing too much vlogs. I mean, I don't mind the vlogs. I love the vlogs. You know what I mean? I just went to DC the other day and I was supposed to take my camera with me. I was supposed to do like a 24 hours in DC vlog. But right when I was leaving, I had everything packed. Like literally, y'all, I had everything packed. I had my camera inside my bag with the trip and everything. And then I took my camera out and I was vlogging the intro and telling y'all like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Are we about to leave right now? And then by mistake, I put the camera on the stove. I put the camera on the stove and forgot to take the camera. And then I was like almost an hour out from home because it was a road trip. I was an hour out from home. No, I lied. I was like 30, 45 minutes away from home. And the person I didn't want to turn around. So it was like, which is understandable because it was 40 minutes away. I mean, like, you know. But I was so pissed. I vlogged on my phone. I don't know if I'm gonna upload that vlog because it was really, the trip. DC was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. DC looked amazing. Like I love DC, but the people I was with was super annoying. So I don't know if I'm gonna post it. Honestly, truly, but they're not in none of my videos. They're not in any of my videos. I was just vlogging myself. I did take myself out. I did go to like I went to an Italian restaurant or whatever, and I vlogged myself there, and I vlogged myself walking around, whatever. And I vlogged myself getting ready. But it's not really what I would want to post to put together. I feel like it's not. I'm gonna put it together to see how it looks. But if I don't like it, I'm not gonna upload it. But anyway. Enough of that. Yeah, I left my camera. So yeah, I was supposed to do like a 24-hour vlog, whatever. But anyway, it didn't work out. I'm gonna do more of those, and I'm gonna take trips for 3 days or whatever, 2 days, and put 36 hours, 48, whatever it is, in another city. But I guess that wasn't. I guess I wasn't supposed to vlog in DC. But anyway, it was beautiful. Long story short. Anyway, I guess I'll talk about that in another vlog. But anyway, y'all, back to the actual video. Yeah, so I think I be vlogging too much, so I think that's why I normally just be doing like a bunch of vlogs, and then I don't do no sit down videos when I'm supposed to, because actually when I first started my YouTube or whatever, I used to always do it. I used to literally always do. I think I talked about this in the beginning of this video, so y'all might see like another one of me talking about how I used to always do makeup videos and I stopped doing it. I don't know if it cuts out a lot of, you know, me doing my makeup. I probably might not cut it out, but if it does, then I'll leave it in. Or the other way around. Y'all get what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all do. Anywho, I talk so much, y'all. Oh my god. But anyway, so in this video I tried to like have my Bahamian accent out more than the American, the proper English way. I don't like saying the American way, but I hope y'all can understand me because I was talking really, really fast. Super, super fast. I was even getting my tongue tied up many times. And there was times where I could just skip the clip and cut it out, but y'all need to see me at that kind of, you know, I was just talking too fast, man. I don't know. I didn't want to cut it out so y'all can see how I be stumbling over my words when I be trying to talk like that. But anyway, y'all, I didn't really go into depth with the makeup. I will do another video. Of course, there's more videos, sit down videos coming up with me doing my makeup. Of course, I'm gonna do lots more because I feel like I stopped doing it, but I need to stop. I'm gonna get back to that ASAP anyway. And I also do some get ready with me's and stuff like, and also do like some get ready with me stuff like that. So those vlogs need to be like, you know, and they need to be, you know, fluently as well. But the makeup videos gotta come back. They gotta come back in full effect, and we can work on that. So I would love to see how I got this look, this everyday makeup look today. Just keep on watching. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I did ask a question on my YouTube, on my Instagram the other day. I said send me some questions for like a chit chat, get ready with me or whatever. And some of you guys did send me some questions, and we're gonna do our makeup, and I'm gonna do, I don't know if y'all could like people who ain't from Nassau right now that's watching my channel right now, watch this video right now, y'all probably trying to say like y'all probably thinking right now, what am I saying, like what language is she speaking? But I'm speaking English, but I'm speaking like the Bahamian slang language, and I want to speak like proper English in this video because I'm trying to like incorporate that side of me into my videos now. Like I was gonna like name this video "Do My Makeup With Me." I was actually gonna name this video "Do My Makeup With Me" talking in my Bahamian accent for like the whole video, but I'm not gonna name it that. I'm just gonna, like, you know, let you guys come on here and see the surprise. Not really much of a surprise, but I just want to talk, like, you know, I just want to speak as if I was speaking to my friends throughout this whole video, because I still speak, I still have my accent, I still speak, you know, like I was literally in Nassau or whatever, right? Or I was talking to my friends, but it's like I'm so used to going to work and speaking proper English, right? I don't like calling it the American way or whatever, because it's like it's not no American way to speak English. It's just proper English or Bahamian slang, and that's basically that's how I call it. But anyway, and because I've worked in customer service for a really long time, I've adapted that as like a second nature. Just same way as I speak, like, you know, Bahamian slang, I adapted it like a second like language, basically. I don't know if that's the right verbiage. Or anyway, but anyway, I speak like that. Like it just comes out automatically, like I'm drinking water. Like it's just automatic, right? Like just now, it's like automatic where it just comes out, and I speak that way. But I'm going to do my hardest I'm gonna try my hardest to actually just see, like just now, like I started speaking like the proper English. I didn't even know. Oh my God, this is gonna be hard. Anyway, so we can get started with this video right now. So anyway, I asked y'all a couple of questions on my Instagram the other day. I said, what was the question? I said, send me some questions if y'all want me to do like I said send me some questions to do a chit chat get ready with me on YouTube. And so a few of y'all did respond, and I'm going to go ahead and respond to them while I'm doing my makeup. Y'all ain't having no makeup, so I'm not gonna treat this like this is a makeup video. So I will just go ahead and just do my makeup and answer the questions. And so without further ado, with all this talking, because I know y'all like, okay, just get to the point, y'all talking too much. But anyway, let's get started. Also, y'all, I hope y'all could see me, because I am trying this new kind of like setup. I don't know why, because I just simply could have just literally just set my camera up literally the opposite way, like how I've been doing on my channels, like how I've been doing on my videos. But I just wanted to like try this way. I don't know if y'all can see me. I may be a little bit dark. I could barely even see me because of my light. I just bought this new light. So I have my other light that I normally always just use, but I have it on the side and it's not even on. It's like it's off. So I bought this new light from crap. I keep looking into it, and every time I look into it, I could barely see the camera, y'all. I could barely see myself on my computer monitor. I could barely see, right? That's how bright it is. So I just bought it, and like I was saying, I can't really see. So hopefully y'all could see me. I could see myself on the monitor, but I'm super dark. I'm super dark, and I don't know if y'all could see me. I don't know if I'm this dark on the computer screen as I am on this monitor. So I'm just gonna have to see when I'm done with this video, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not that dark and I can upload it. If not, y'all probably won't ever see this video. Y'all will probably see this video with my blinds down, and it'll be like at night. It'll be like at night or something. But anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna first start with putting my foundation on. Y'all know I don't really have a skincare routine, and so yeah, I need to do I need to I guess develop a skincare routine, but I feel like I don't need to, because I don't really have bad skin, so to speak. And I'm not saying like people out there that have a skincare routine have bad skin, but I'm just saying like I feel like if I mess up, I feel like if I do put stuff on my skin, I don't have bad skin, and I mess up my skin, so it's like, why would I put stuff on my skin? That makes sense. Anyway, y'all ain't have no makeup, so I'm not talking about makeup. We can just start get into this video. Anyway, so the first question I got was consistency with creating content ... So one of my friends sent me this. It is a ... but I think what she's trying to ask is, crap, I'm trying to like not talking the proper English way. Okay, so I think what she's trying to ask is I think what she's trying to ask is like how do I, well, not how do I do it, because I barely sometimes it's be consistent myself. I be wanting to post every Sunday, but like that's like a struggle for myself right now. Like today is Saturday. No, today's Friday. Okay, yeah, so I have time to edit and upload this by Sunday. Okay, so it's July 14th today. My TV is showing me right now. So hopefully I can edit this tonight and tomorrow night, put it together and upload it by Sunday. Okay, so fingers crossed. If y'all watching this, y'all know I'm trying to, you know, be on this deadline. Anyway, So yeah, so like I don't really know. Honestly, it's like for me, like I still struggle with like being consistent. Like for example, the other day I got 1 million views, and then like 2 weeks after that I reached up to like 2 million, right? So like that in itself like was inspiring me to go to be consistent. And even after that, I have posted more reels on Instagram. I have been really more consistent on Instagram, and even after that, like I have been more consistent on Instagram. I've been posting more, you know, I've been taking pictures, I've been like, you know, creating videos, creating reels to post on Instagram. And I think that I think, you know, the more engagement you get, I guess, makes you be more consistent. What I was saying, so when it comes to like consistency with posting or whatever, I still struggle with that because I've been wanting to post every Sunday and I barely post every Sunday. On Instagram, I've been wanting to post a picture every couple of days. I barely used to do that. I'd be wanting to like post a video on YouTube every, you know what I mean? Like I already said that. I've been wanting to like post a YouTube, not YouTube. I've been wanting to post what's it called? I've been wanting to post an Instagram reel every couple of days. I barely get to do that. When it comes to TikTok, sometimes it's be so active on TikTok for like a week or two, and then after that, like I just go missing for like a month. And I don't like that. And the reason is not because I want to, is because like I don't have no like, it's like let me sometimes I be wanting to rest, right? Because I do also work outside of social media. I do work, right? I still speak in proper English. Anyway, what I was going to say was I be needing to rest because I have a job like outside of this. I work. I have another job outside of social media. So it's like if social media making me like my primary coins, I can, you know, I have another job. So it's like at the same time I gotta work and I gotta come when I gotta rest. Sometimes I gotta rest, right? Sometimes I gotta rest, go to work, rest, go to work. And in between that time, I don't have time to actually set up a camera and put stuff out and, you know, all that stuff, because it is take time. And by the time I do all that, I have like 1 hour left to record, I guess, and then I gotta go to work. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes I just don't have more time. You know what I mean? Like if I had, you know, one of what I was doing, maybe I would have had more time, but like I don't have time. That's why I'm really like pushing to get to the point where I am making money consistently in, you know, in like a large amount. I am pushing to make money consistently off social media so that I could quit. You know what I mean? So I have more time to consistently make that kind of content. When it comes to YouTube and posting like vlogs and stuff like that, that's like, I guess whatever I do throughout the week, I would just vlog it. Like I would just set the camera up and I would just, you know, record myself. And then because I work sometimes at night as well, I would take my camera and my laptop and I'd take everything I need to do. I'd take it to work and then I'd start editing actually at work. Because guess what? Yeah, I'm working, but guess what? I can do what I want to do at work too. Because sometimes I'll be doing nothing at work anyway, like a little secret. But anyway, if they see this, I don't care. Too bad. I am not gonna like be at work working for the white man and not doing like working on my actual dreams. You know what I mean? This is my dream. This is what I need to do. You know, I like to do this. I like to set up my camera and talk to my camera or whatever. I like to set up my camera and do my makeup or whatever it is they're doing, put clothes on, get ready, whatever it is. I like to do it, right? So it's like, I'm so sorry y'all for if y'all don't understand me, I speak really fast. I'm so sorry, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to like use the company time and I'm gonna like do what I want to do, which is this. I'm gonna edit. I am gonna post like drafts. I am gonna like do whatever I need to do to make stuff perfect when I'm at work, because guess what? I'm gonna use that time. You know, like during the day, like I have less time because during the day, like I manage an actual department, so it's like it's kind of different. But like at night, I don't know what I'm gonna do really. But I'm gonna use that time. I'm gonna work on my brand. I'm gonna work on me. Yeah. During that, I'm gonna work on my brand. I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna use that time to edit and then post on, you know, every Sunday, whatever. Because sometimes I be having stuff already edited and ready to go by Sunday, and I just be having it, you know, in my drafts. You know, when Sunday come, I just go ahead and upload it on, or make it private, or no, not make it private, make it public. You know, so that's all I gotta say about that. Like I still struggle with being consistent with content creation because, like I said, I be wanting to post more. Y'all think I'm posting a lot now? If I had the time, if I was getting paid like consistently, trust me, it would be so it will be so much more stuff from me that y'all be seeing. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I had the time, like, that's all I need. All I really need is the time. Like, that's really all I need. If I get the time, y'all, I promise you, I kid you not, I'll be posting so much stuff every week. I'll be posting so much stuff every week, every minute of the day. Like, y'all be seeing stuff of me, like, constantly non-stop, and I feel like that's exactly what's really holding me back, the fact that I don't get no time. I feel like that's what's really holding me back, the fact that I don't get no time, the fact that I don't get no time, and the fact that, you know, I work so much. So it's like I say, if y'all think this is a lot of stuff for me now and I'm consistent now, y'all don't want to see when I get the time. When I actually get the time, when I actually, you know, sorry if I'm not looking in the actual camera, I'm looking at the viewfinder because I'm just trying to figure out if I'm bright enough or not, but I can't really tell. But anyway, so if I really have the time, y'all, that's when y'all really see consistency. But this is actually like me trying to do my best, actually, and I feel like I probably won't get to the point where I want to get until I do actually have time. And I feel like that takes sacrifice, and that takes actually faith, me having enough faith in myself to take that actually quit without seeing the actual consistent money come in. I know people have done it, but it's much more harder for me because those people have different kind of like stuff, or like have different like situations, I guess, you know what I mean, that's, you know, it's different for me. I really want to get into depth with this right now, but I think that's like a whole nother video, and we're not gonna get into that right now. So I'm gonna move on to the next question, okay? And we're gonna move on to, actually, I'm gonna move on to the next question. But before we move on to the next question, I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows off camera because y'all didn't see me do my brows like a billion times. So I'm gonna do it off camera, and then I'm gonna come back on and go to the next question because I don't want this video to be too long. This clip was already like about 6, almost 7 minutes. So. And I just thought I did my foundation. That's crazy. I talk a lot though. I'm sick. Anyway, so I can see y'all in the next slide. Next question, because my eyebrows take forever and I don't want to do it on camera. So I would say BRB, but I'll be back in like 1 second. So it's like, yeah, anyway, BRB. I still said it. Okay, so I finished my brows. Also, we can go to the next question. The next question I have here, someone asked me, where was I raised? I was raised Nassau, Bahamas. No, but for real, I was born in Nassau, Princess Margaret Hospital in the Bahamas. I was born, bred, good day. Bahamas, I guess. No, but I'm not Bahamian. My mommy Haitian, my daddy Haitian, whole family Haitian. But I was just born in Nassau, that's it. So, hope that answers the question. I was raised there because I was given birth there, you know. And even though like I had family over here that actually wanted me to come live with them for like a very, very long time, and I feel like it would have been better if I did come when I was a child, because it would have been way, way better off for me when I came here. But I keep speaking proper English. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, I was born in Nassau. I was raised in Nassau. I went to school in Nassau. You know, when I was younger, I feel like all of us had the same story. Like, we had family in the States or whatever that wanted us to come live with them when we was babies or whatever. And you know, our parents wouldn't let us go. But I don't know if that's actually y'all story, but that was my story. My parents didn't want to let me go. My aunt didn't want to let me go. My aunt didn't want me to go really. I'm not really sure why, but I guess everything happens for a reason. So yeah, if I did come when I was like young or whatever, I think I would have been better off. But you know, I didn't, and I came older, and I just came like what, like 2 years ago, I guess, a year ago, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, around that kind of time. And yeah, but I was raised in the Bahamas. I was raised in Nassau. I used to live through Chippenham. I used to live through Corey Mission. I used to live like in the Beantown area. I used to live out west. I used to live like a bunch of places, literally. I used to live close to downtown and all. But yeah, that's where I was raised. Yeah, but I moved here. So Nassau, didn't leave till I was like what, 24? When did I move here? When I was 24, 24, 25, 24, 25, 25. I moved here when I was 25, yeah. So I was living in the Bahamas, I was raised in the Bahamas, went to school there, all that stuff. Had work, had job there, had my first 2 cars there. So had my first apartment up by myself. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. By the way though, honestly and truly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to say I miss, you know, there, but I miss my friends. I miss going out like every I miss going out every I wouldn't say 2 weeks. That's a lot. I miss going out every week. Like every weekend we used to go by 98 Degrees. We used to go by what the place called West? I can't even remember what that club name. I'm sick. I cannot believe it. I really can't believe I forgot that club name. I'm not afraid. Crap, on the tip of my tongue. On the tip of my tongue. Oh my god. What it called again? Shoot. I'm sick. Wow. I cannot believe I forget that place. Anyway, that's the place we used to go to. When my friend Dolly used to come from Arkansas, she used to come visit. We've been there before, and she was there with her, whatever. They used to have like some pool parties there. They ended up having like this thing. They just like started out. It was like a brunch thing. They used to have every Sunday. Crap, man, I can't believe I forget the name. Not Charlie's. Not Charlie's. It's like a brunch area now. Crap, I cannot freaking believe I forgot the place name. Anyway, it's somewhere like West Bay Street, I guess. It's somewhere on West Bay Street. If y'all should know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, I used to love going there. I keep fish fry. I used to like man, it's this they have this thing called delivery guy in Nassau. I used to kill that. People used to hate it because it's like they charge so much, and they do. I'm not gonna lie, they really do charge a lot. That's why sometimes I used to swing them. I ain't lie, but they charge a lot. I used to order for fish fry, have to bring it to me, bamboo shack, KFC. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Since I moved over here, I think I had KFC like what, twice, because the KFC across here is not nothing like. No, I lie. I had KFC once. That's a whole lot. And I just had it like the other day when I was on the phone with Dahlia and one day. I had for the first time because I was so scared to try it, but it was actually good. I don't know, it was actually really good, but it's not as good as the one back home. So yeah, but anyway, I hope that answers your question. I do miss the food. I miss my friends. I miss going out every week. I miss going to 98 Degrees. I miss having those, you know, fun times. I used to go to work dead drunk. I'm glad I used to go to work. Like we used to go every weekend. And I used to work on the weekends. Like I used to be off Sunday and Monday nights, but I used to like work Friday nights, Saturday nights. Sometimes I used to have it all. Sometimes I used to have it all. Sometimes I used to work. But I used to go to work. I used to go to 98 Degrees with my friends. I used to go to work dead drunk. I remember this one time. Oh my god! I remember this one time, y'all. I've been at 98 Degrees with my friends. One thing with the owner of 98 Degrees, I don't call her name because I don't know what she wanted me to be called, but I call her name in Delhi. She used to give me like seriously go so much shots. This girl, it made her happy giving us shots. I don't know, but it made her so happy. And this one time, I was taking them shots to the head. I was taking them back. And then I got drunk. Cause you know I was moving around a lot, right? When I was out there, I was moving around a lot. And when I finally went to work, let me tell you something. Them shots settled in, okay? They settled in so good. I was sitting at a desk, right? I had this guest come in front of me, right? I used to work in front desk, overnight front desk, right? If y'all don't know. This guest came in front of me. She was asking me a bunch of questions. I was like, "My miss, listen, I know what I'm talking about." Let me tell you something. I down there got fired, okay? Listen, I was so drunk. And it's so funny because nobody I work with ever noticed. No, unless I told them. But the people I used to work with, like, directly, it was one of them I used to tell, like, two of them, actually. One of them wasn't really working with us directly. They used to work in a different department. They used to come to us every night. And it was one of us, I used to tell her every night. You know, whenever I was drunk, I used to tell her I was drunk. But it was someone else I used to tell. And it was this one night, they didn't come to work, right? It was just me and it was another girl, not the other girl I used to tell her I was drunk. So it was me and it was her, it was another girl and it was my manager. No one ever knew I would just be drunk, right? Like, if I didn't tell you I was drunk, they would not know, I was drunk because I used to act so freaking normal. But that night, let me tell you, I could not act normal because I was way so drunk, y'all. And it was just two of us. And I had this, it was just me one on the desk. And this woman comes, she come ask me for, I think it was a room key she asked me for. And I say, okay, sure, I give you a room key. I just need an ID, right? If you work at a hotel, when you come to the desk who asks for a key, you need an ID. Unless that person checked you in at 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock that afternoon, it's still there at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, which is rare, which is super rare that happens. Unless that person who checks you in is still there when you come back for a key, they need to ask you for a key. Because guess what? I check you in like that in the room and you use your card. And I know you use your card. But this woman, I don't know what else she was. come check. She come asking for a key. I said, sure, no problem. I need an ID. I ain't got no ID, no problem. Sure. Can you send me? Can you show me? By the way, if you don't have an ID, point blank period, you can't get a room key. But when it comes when you work in a hotel, you try to work with people. You work with people, right? So I was like, I sure, no problem. Do you have like anything with your name on it, right? By the way, anything other than an ID is not acceptable. But people who work at the front desk, we try our best to work with y'all, right? So I'm like, okay, sure, you have anything with your name on it? No. Okay, sure, no problem. By the way, she's having an attitude. But I'm super drunk, right? That's one thing. I was already turned, right? She was already having an attitude. I didn't ask you for ID, sis. That's it. So anyway, she say she ain't got no ID, right? So I said, okay, no problem. You got a picture of your ID? No. Okay, cool, no problem. Does anything on your phone show your name on it? No. Alright, cool. What kind of phone you have? Apple. Alright, sure. Once again, I'm gonna ask you, does anything on your phone have your name on it? No. Okay, cool, no problem. I can't give you a key. Go find someone else to fucking do it for you. I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like that. But it's like I said, okay, I can't help you if you don't have a key. Like you're not helping me, right? By the way, the key already cut. I'm like, you just need to show me something with your name on it. Something with your name on it. Even if you have a Apple Watch with your name on it, show me that something, right? This woman having an attitude with me straight across the board. I'm like, bro. By the way, nah, this Bahamas, I don't care. I don't work in the mall. It's been years. I don't give a crap. I stay there when I go back and visit, but I really don't give a crap. It is Bahamas, right? If y'all don't know why I used to work there, whatever, this is a story. This is the crap. This is like just a little. It's not even like a half of what I used to deal with. Not even a pinch of what I used to deal with on the desk. Anyway, so I say, so I'm like, all right, sure, ma'am. I can't give you a key if you can't give me like, you know, so much you want. She started having an attitude, blah 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 blah. So anyway, I think someone had said to her, the person she was with was like, you have an Apple, you have an iPhone, just show her the name on your settings. Which what I was trying to say in the first place, you have an iPhone, show me your freaking settings with your name on it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you got to do. This one was giving me a hard time. So anyway, she started cussing back and forth. Like, you know, she showed me the name or whatever, and I gave her the key. So I think I had ended up walking off the desk and I went to the bathroom because I needed to throw up. Like I was so drunk because I was already like that room had already settled in. I was sitting down. I needed to, because she was pissing me off anyway. So I started to get riled up. And blood beside the board. Anyway, so I ended up leaving the desk. So I think she came back. She came back with her friend and I guess she spoke to the manager, the supervisor, or whatever. And I guess he come in the back and was like, actually no, that's a lie. After I left the desk, I didn't come back. I was in the bathroom. I told her I was going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom for like an hour. I threw up and then I threw up, I flushed the toilet and then I laid down literally on that dirty ass floor for an hour. That's how drunk I was at work, literally. I think I had pulled out some napkins and I rested on the floor and I rested my hand. I was so drunk. I woke up like that happened like about 12. I woke up like about 1:10. I think I called my brother and I said, hey, I need you to come pick me up, I don't feel good. Didn't tell him why. I just said, I need you to pick me up, I don't feel well, and that's it, right? After I did that, I went back to the back office and said, hey, I'm going home, I don't feel well, and that was it. I just left. How drunk I was. I never tried that shit again, but literally, I almost got fired for that, and I think they was talking to me about the lady situation. I was like, listen, she didn't have an ID, and that's it. Whatever she tell y'all, believe y'all believe it, y'all believe it. I don't care. She didn't have an ID, this and that. And if it was someone who didn't belong to the room and I gave her that key, I would have gotten in trouble. So I don't give a crap what y'all say because that's your problem now. Y'all say, oh, don't give her the key if you don't have an ID, but then y'all be like, oh, why didn't you give a key? Because she didn't have an ID. That's why I didn't give a key. Idiots. But anyway, that's all it is when it comes to working finance. Anyway, I just said all that to say how this stuff how I miss going on. I used to go out, get drunk, go to work, whatever. But yes, I was raised in Nassau. I'm from Nassau, Bahamas. I wouldn't really say I rep the 242. I really don't. Honestly, I rep 509. I rep the Haitians. I rep Haiti, all that. But that's, you know, my family. That's my bloodline, and that's just, you know, me or whatever. I have a lot to love for my Haitian people, but I will never deny the place I was raised, the place I grew up, which is the Bahamas. Nassau, Bahamas, actually the capital. I will never diss it. I will never deny it. This is where I'm from, and I will always embrace it. But there are some things that I do not like. I will not stand behind when it comes to the Bahamas or whatever. And it has nothing to do with the people. It has everything to do with the government. So it ain't got nothing to do with my people now. I love and I miss y'all. We could talk in now. But when it comes to the government, it's a lot of stuff that on the back end I would not share with y'all because it's not really our business. But anyway, sometimes I hold back on saying, you know, I'm a Bahamian, no, but I am from there. Was born there, raised there, school there, everything. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. That was so much. I talk so much. But anyway, we can go to the next question. Okay, someone asked me, what inspires you? What inspires me? I think I spoke about it a little bit just a while ago when I first started this video. What inspires me is actually seeing, like, oh crap, I'm still speaking proper English. Someone asked me what inspires me. What inspires me, I think I was talking about it like a little bit before the start of this video, at the beginning of the video actually. What inspires me is actually the fact that, you know, you see that your video people actually like what you post. So like when people like interact with your stuff, like for example, right, on Instagram I would have never thought, like I literally would have never thought I would have got 2 million views on Instagram. I never would have thought that, right? People on the comments, they like, some people saying some negative stuff, of course. People saying they don't like my makeup, which I don't really care. People saying they don't like my hair, I don't really care. People say they don't like my lips, my concealer, my under eye, I don't really care. And there are people that, there are way more good comments than bad comments. So it's like, I don't really care, but it's like, still see the engagement, still seeing, I don't really want to say attention. It's not really attention, honestly and truly. It's just the fact that you know that you posting, because content creators know what it is to be posting and not get that kind of like engagement and stuff like that. So I know what it is. So it's not really, it's not attention. I promise you, it's not attention. It's just, it's like, you know, just the engagement you get with your followers. You post it, you see people like it, and they're commenting and say, we want to see more, we want to see this, we want to see that. That inspires me. Even on YouTube sometimes, you know, sometimes I don't really have that much, you know, I'm trying to get that kind of engagement on my YouTube or whatever. So, I feel like what inspires me is just the fact when, you know, especially when people message me separately, people will DM me and be like, hey, you post on YouTube, what's going on? It might not be like a bunch of people, but it's still people that you know want to see your stuff. So it's like, wow, you really want to talk, sit in front of a phone or like a TV or a computer and watch me talk? Like, I be talking like a bunch of shit, I don't even know what the fuck I be saying. So it's like when people like send you stuff like that, it inspires me to like actually, I remember this one time I went off social media for like a couple of months, right? I had like 5 people on Instagram, like it's like 9 or 10 on Facebook asked me, hey, what's going on, are you okay? I ain't see you post in a while, just checking in or whatever, miss seeing your videos or whatever, right? You know what, I said to them there was something going on, I needed to like take some time from social media or whatever. But at the end of the day, that made me want to come off of my little hiatus like immediately, because I was gonna come off of it, right? But I just needed to like soak in, like I just needed to like, you know, like dig deep into my, oh, I think I put too much contour. Anyway, we can fix that. I think I just needed to like go, like, what's the word? I think I needed to just dive into my depression, whatever I was feeling that time. I needed to like dive into that. I needed time to do that. I needed time to feel it. So that's why I wasn't really posting. I think I came back on YouTube like after a while, and I was like, hey guys, da, 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 da. And I was like, my camera get teeth. I think that's the same time my camera get teeth. I came back on, I gave it a little short story on why I get teeth or how I get teeth or whatever. But I did say I was gonna do a story time. I think I'm still gonna do a story time. I just don't know when. And yeah, but it's gonna come. But anyway, yeah. They you know, they send me messages like, you know, I haven't seen you post on TikTok, I haven't seen you post on Instagram, I haven't seen you post on Facebook in a while. Because sometimes I do post on Facebook, I'm not gonna lie. I get a lot of engagement on Facebook, I really do. Like one post in about 30 minutes gets me like about 1,000 views on my story. Like, that's not on my story, not on my, on a regular feed. I'm talking about story. Like, people like, oh, 1,000 people click on your story. I know people get like millions of views, but like, come on now. Real regular schmegler girl like me. Anyway. But stuff like that actually inspires me. People, you know, people comment on my videos and they be like, hey, can you do this instead? Can you post that instead? Or when people DM me and say, hey, we want to see this, you want to see that, that actually makes me want to get up and do it. Because sometimes I just be laying in bed and I don't be doing nothing. I be like, no one will see my stuff, man. I ain't gonna go like post nothing or whatever. But people actually do. People actually send me messages, and that's why sometimes I would post, you know, back to back. Some people I would post, you know, weekly, or I would say some people will call me, like even my friends, like even my friends would call me. My friends would say, hey, I saw your video just now, and your video that was so good. Like I wanted, you know, like your video was edited so, it was so well put together. I like how you did this. I like how you did that. You know, stuff like that inspires me. It might not be nothing to people, but to me, it actually means a lot, because it makes me want to, okay, all right, you like that, well, watch, I can do this, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, I guess that inspires me, and the fact that I do also want to actually make this an actual living. So you have to, like, I don't know how to put it, like, if I want to make this a living, so it's like I gotta keep going, I gotta keep that inspires me. Also, I do have a bunch of like in YouTubers that actually inspire me as well. I'm not gonna lie. There's this lady called Jackie. I know when I first started YouTube, I used to watch a lot of her videos. I used to get like a lot of my little short funny videos from her videos. Like I never used to do it the way she did it, but like if it was like a joke, I needed to like put something in it, and there was a video I saw in hers that would actually fit perfectly. The one I was actually looking for was actually in her video. I would just go and get it from there. But she inspires me a lot, because she's a Nigerian YouTuber, whatever. I think now she doesn't even do YouTube no more, basically, or I think she does it, just not as much. But she inspires me. Another person that does inspire me is Aaliyah J. And then I recently started watching Aaliyah's face, and I recently started watching Aaliyah's face and Kyra Ominique, and who else? Who else I watch now? I can't even remember who else. I think it's just them two. Besides Jackie Aina and Aaliyah J. Them two I started watching recently, and I always used to watch James Charles, but he never really inspired me to do anything. He just inspired me to like actually he did in a certain way, in a certain kind of way, but then I started hearing like a bunch of, actually he did in a kind of way, but I started hearing like a bunch of stuff about him, and I was like, yeah, no, never mind. And at one point I did subscribe to this channel, and I unsubscribed. What else? I think that's it. And then mainly those are just like on the aspect of YouTube and thriving off of YouTube that inspires me. But when it comes to like, you know, other stuff, I would definitely say it's like seeing the engagement, seeing people like your stuff, seeing people want you to post more, even though it might not be a lot. I guess for me it's just seeing that people like my videos, and you know, I guess stuff like that. And I really hope that answers your question, but I'm gonna move on to the next question. The next question is one-on-one makeup sessions, I guess. I would love to do one-on-one makeup sessions, but I'm so scared to do it. Like, I think I told one of my friends the other day, I was like, listen, because I think I posted a reel on Instagram of me doing my makeup, and everyone loved it. And someone was like, you should do one-on-one makeup sessions. Like, yeah, I should, you know, basically like to get paid for it, but I'm scared. Like, what if I put something up there and I'm like, hey, you know, you gotta pay me to learn how to do this? People gonna look at me and be like, girl, you know how much people are in there doing this for free? You want me to pay you this, and you want me to pay you for this? So it's like, I don't know, but I would love to. Like, I would really love to. Like, I feel like if people, you know, tell me they wouldn't mind doing it, and obviously they wouldn't tell me they want to pay for, you know, my stuff. That's dumb to even think that, Carolyn. What are you thinking? I don't know. But anyway, I guess, what do I do next? Oh no, it's not this. But anyway, y'all, I think I'm so scared to do it. I feel like I can do it. I have the ability to do it. I'm capable of doing it. But I'm just really scared to be like, hey, you know, pay so and so just to do this, da 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 da. And I don't think I'll just jump up and say, hey, you gotta pay me to do this. You know, obviously there's like a thing there's like a process, right? There's a thing you do first, and then you be like, if you wanna know more, then you click this or whatever to pay a certain amount of money to learn this step or whatever. And I know there's people out there that wanna do it. And I know there's people out there that actually would pay and wouldn't mind paying. But I guess I'm just scared. Like, I just scared to do it. I just scared for people to tell you with my ass and be like, oh girl, nobody gonna go pay for that. Cause I go on YouTube and get it for free. So it's like, I think my fear of looking stupid is holding me back. Y'all ever heard that sound on TikTok? It'd be like, your fear of looking stupid is looking back, right? And then there's people that actually will post stuff that actually made them do what it is, even though they was looking stupid at first, and now they making a bunch of money off of it. And I feel like I need to get over that. And I was just telling my friends this other day, I was like, I need to get over that. Like, I need to get over that fear, like, because I feel like that's exactly what's holding me back. And I feel like I can make like a lot of money, like so much more on Instagram just by doing that, and I just really scared. I just super scared. Let me turn this off. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all see how I drifted in from Bahamian slang to proper English. Like, it ain't even like I be trying to do it. It's just by default. Like, I wanted this whole entire video to be just me talking, you know, Bahamian slang, but by default, literally by default, you know, I just be ended up speaking, you know, proper English. And it's annoying because I really just want this video to be straight up Bahamian slang. But I mean, I guess it is what it is, and I guess something is better than nothing, you know? Because I feel like the majority of this video is just me speaking Bahamian slang. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna move. We're gonna go move on to the next question. We're gonna move on to the next question. I know I look crazy right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna go wipe this thing off right now. So someone asked me, am I single? Yes, I am 110,000% single. Is it by choice? Is it by choice? By the way, is it by choice is not a question. I'm just saying by myself. Is it a choice for me to be single? Yes. However, I wouldn't mind that changing. Like, if you had asked me this question, like, let's say like a couple of months ago. No, that's a lie. If you had asked me, if I had gotten this question a couple months ago, I probably would have said yes, I am single, and yes, it's by choice, and yes, I wanted to stay that way. But now it's like, I mean, I don't mind, you know, having a boyfriend. I wouldn't mind dating someone and becoming exclusive. I don't mind them asking me to be their girl. I mind, because I miss actually being a girlfriend. You know what I mean? I kind of miss that, you know. Anyway, yes, I am single, and is it by choice? Yes, it is by choice. However, I would like to change that. But living in Miami, oh my god, living in Miami, y'all, it is. I don't want to say it's hard out here, because honestly and truly, I eat really out there. To be honest, I gotta go work and I come home. I work, I come home, I work, I come home, and that's literally all I do. Unless I take myself out, and when I do take myself out, it's still never really that fantasy, or that, like, I wouldn't say fantasy. It's not really that like movie story where you go out to the bar and someone approach you. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, I hate when people think that it works like that, because it don't. And how I know is because sometimes I do go out. Sometimes I take myself out. I take myself out, I go to the bars, chill, get some wine, get some pasta, whatever. You know, I like to eat some pasta and some wine. Get up some pasta and wine. Anyway, you could do that, right? And people would still not approach you. Like, you don't have to have a certain look on your face, because people are like, oh, you need to look. People would be like, people would tell me, oh, you need to look more approachable. You need to look da 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 da. What should we do? Look up in the bar, in the bartender faces, just smile straight through. Look up in everybody's face in the restaurant, just smile straight. Everyone who walking it down by, Mr. Smile at them? No, because I eating. I having some wine at the bar and my phone. So if I look a certain way, that's just how I look. If you scared because of my freaking outside appearance, what make you think I want to be a woman? What make you think I want to submit to you because you scared of my look? No, like, oh my god. Ah! Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the stuff people would be telling me, oh, you need to look this way. No, I don't. I don't need to look a certain way for no one to approach me, because if you scared to approach me because the way I look, then you are not a real man, because a real man is not gonna care about the way you look. At least I don't know. Let me not be the one to come on here and be like, a real man's not gonna do this, a real man's not gonna do that. No, this is not. No, that's not. No, that's never not me. But all I'm saying is, when people be like, oh, you need to go out, take yourself out, look more approachable, do this, do that. No, that doesn't make you meet anybody, because I'm thinking that I do it. I used to do that. Like, I used to go out, I used to take myself out. And granted, honestly and truly, I feel like the way, the area I live in might have a lot to do with, you know, me not, you know, really, you know, dating anyone, because it's like, I live in Miami Beach, right? And if y'all don't know what it means I am surrounded by a lot of yalls, right? And that's the Creole way of saying a bunch of Spanish people, right? It's like a bunch of Latinas, Latinos, just straight up Spanish people, right? You barely see, like when I go in an area where there's a bunch of me's, I feel so content because, bruh, I barely see y'all. Where else be? You know? So it's like when I go North Miami Beach, Pembroke, Miami Gardens, Miramar, all those places, I feel so happy when I'm in them. Because I be seeing people that I, you know, or like Fort Lauderdale, I be happy, you know, or Broward, whatever it is. I be happy to see people that actually that looks like me, compared to living in Miami Beach where you only see Spanish people, right? Don't get me wrong, you see blacks, you see people that look at me in Miami Beach too, but they also speak Spanish, and it's really annoying. So yes, I am single. Yes, it is by choice. However, I do would like to change it. I would love to change it, but it's kind of just hard right now for me to change it, because even when you meet someone that's not, you know, Spanish, they just end up not making no sense. Like, they just end up being so stupid. Like I've been on dating apps and then I've deleted them because they don't make no sense. Been on dating apps and I have deleted them and didn't go back on them because they just make no, like, the people on there like, oh my god, y'all, babe, the people on there ain't make no sense, dog. Like okay, there's this, even like not even like the regular white people dating apps, like the black dating app. It's a dating app called Black, BLK, literally, y'all. And the people on there are still stupid as hell. Like, I mean, like, they just, but y'all don't know, dog. I like the people, single people here think like we suffering, dog. No, I'm just kidding. But like in general, I think, like I said, I'm not really out there, so I don't really know exactly what it is. But the little bit that I've been, you know, doing, at least I should say, is really, it's really challenging. No, it's just really like annoying. Just people are just stupid, right? You think you meet someone and you think they're nice, you think they this, you think they make sense, and then after a while you start talking and you start to understand how their mind works, and you're like, okay, yeah, no, this is not for me. Like, for example, I'm gonna get a little short story time. I met this person, right, on this app, the Black dating app, right? And good conversation, I'm not gonna lie, good conversationalist. Oh my god, really great. I could talk to this person for hours. I could talk to him for hours, right? So I can talk to this person for hours, and you know, we started talking more and more and more. I told him, I remember him asking me why I was on, you know, the app or whatever, and I was like, you know, I'm just bored, right? Like, that's it, I'm just bored. I'm not looking for anything, which is the truth. I'm not looking for anything. I'm actually just literally, genuinely, truly just bored. Like, at first I didn't want to tell him that because I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I didn't want him to think that, okay, well, what you think, you know, I am just here for your entertainment, blah, blah, blah. I don't want him to think that, you know, which, I mean, technically they are, because like I said, I'm just bored. So anyway, he ended up asking me, so I ended up telling him, hey, I'm just bored. That's just what it is, right? So he was like, oh, you know, I was like, so I guess I said, you know what, maybe I should just ask you the same thing. Why are you on here? So he ended up saying that, you know, he didn't want nothing. He just came out of something serious. I don't really care. You know, I don't really care. Just make a conversation. Just make y'all. I talk so fast, and I'm so truly sorry if this whole video I was talking so quickly and y'all could barely hear me. Anyway, back to the story. This little quick story time. So I was asking him, I said, why are you on it? I guess I should ask you the same question because you asked me, right? Mind you, I don't care, right? So he was like, you know, I just came out of something serious. I'm on the other end, like, so anyway, so, you know, he was like, oh, I don't want nothing serious, whatever, I'm just bored too. I said, okay, cool, right? So he ended up saying, this is the words come out of his mouth now. I guess we could like entertain each other time by just talking to each other. I said, shut up, I could do that. I don't care, I could talk about hours on the phone, I really don't care. So long story short, right, we ended up having like long conversations, like just about a bunch of stuff, right? And then at one point we ended up talking about, well, he ended up saying how, you know, he actually, you know, wouldn't mind talking to someone actually, you know, and if something happens, you know, something happens, but that's limited to the relationship or whatever. And I was like, what? I was like, excuse me, because I feel like this person thought, I think he thought, at one point it felt as if he thought I was stupid. So I was like, wait, what? I said, pause. I said, say it again. So he's also a really sarcastic person, which I'm not laughing about. It was just the fact that he thought I was stupid, which he fucking stupid, could think I was stupid, right? So anyway, he was like, oh, you know, I don't really mind, you know, talking to someone, and you know, it ended up going, you know, we end up taking things to another level. But at the end of the day, it's limited to the relationship part. I was like, excuse me, so you would want to have sex with someone you're talking to, whatever, and get all the benefits from sex from relationship, but not the relationship part. He was like, yeah, because I don't want nothing serious. So I was like, what? So he was like, anyway, yeah. So he was like, so okay, so that's basically like the borderline of the whole thing with him, right? And then, like I said, I want to make this really short, not long, because it's really like a long thing, but I want to make it really short. So at one point, he started to like try to convince me to have sex with him. He was like saying that, oh, this is gonna be mutually beneficial to me and you. I was like, excuse you? I was like, how stupid could you be? Like, how was this beneficial to me? I was like, how? I said, listen. I even went into depth and explained to him that how, you know, I get attached quickly, and I don't, you know. So even if I started explaining to him how I get attached quickly, and I don't like to get attached to people, right? And then I think he ended up saying that, oh, but it doesn't have to be attachment. I was like, listen, well, I was like, why does it sound like you trying to make it seem like you're talking to me right now? Why do you think that I'm gonna, you know, end up sleeping with you? He really thought, like, he was like so convinced, he was so confident that I was gonna sleep with. So I had to make it really clear, right? I had to, like, cause he was like bringing up so many, y'all don't know, he was bringing up so many like different like examples of how it would be beneficial to me and him and all. I was like, listen, this is not gonna be beneficial to me. Like, it's only gonna be beneficial, but I was like, it's only gonna be beneficial to you. Like, this is only gonna benefit you, not me. Like, not me in no way. He was like, oh, well, if it's good. I said, no, I don't give a. I was like, how do you? I was like, nigga. Like, y'all don't know the stupidity that's out here when you want to date someone, or like when you try to, like, you know, put yourself out there. Like, I was on the other end, like, this nigga really think I'm going to sleep, like, lay with him. Like, it was so funny. It was so funny. And then I think at one point when he realized that, listen, all you're convincing is not gonna work, because I stand on what I say. If I say I'm not gonna do something, I'm not going to do it. And it's so funny because even he was like, oh, well, I never had to convince someone to lay with me or whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't care, nigga. Like, it was so funny, y'all. But I want to wrap the story up, but I just want to give you this one little last bit of it. At the end of the day, when he realized that I really wasn't doing none of that, right? He's like, well, I think we should, because at one point on the phone call, I was like, listen, I said, you want to continue this conversation, or you want to just go? I said, what you want to do? Because it's not up to me. Because I didn't tell you what it is. I didn't tell you what I am into. And you telling me something about. I said, so what you want to do? You want to continue this conversation or what? Right? After I told him this, right? He still continued the conversation. Mind you, this conversation up until what I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, was like 2 hours after I told him. I said, what you want to do? You want to stay on this phone or you want to go? It's what he said to me after 2 hours. After he tried to still convince me, or they try to like get into my head. This is when he said to me 2 hours after, oh, well, I think we should stop this conversation right here. And I said, okay, well, that's what I asked you from the beginning. I said, that's what I literally asked you from the beginning. You still was on this phone on the other end trying to tell me, oh, this, that. It could be beneficial to me and you. No, it won't, nigga. I don't care. Like, I was like, bruh, no, bro. Like, this is not gonna happen. I asked you this from the beginning. If you want to keep talking or not, you shut the fuck up and just go get off my line. So he's like, you just stop the conversation. We just leave it right there. And I said, all right, cool. Hung up, and then that was it. That was the end of it. Like, it was just so funny. It was just so funny. It was just so funny, y'all, how he tried to like convince me. But anyway, I went into a whole story time about this dating app thing, shenanigan. But I hope that answers your question. Yes, I am single. Moving on to the next question now. Okay, the next question was current skincare routine. I think I started off this whole video by saying I don't have a skincare routine. I never had one. I feel like if I develop one, I might mess up my skin, and so I think I'd rather stick with me not having one, because I don't really have bad skin. So it's like, why should I have one? You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes I do see bumps on my skin. I'm not gonna lie. I do see like a pimple or two, but then it goes away. You know, it goes away. It doesn't really stay. Especially with my period coming on, you might see like a big ass, you know, pimple or whatever, but it is go. It is go. It just is come for like until it come on and it's leave like after a while. Yeah, I do not have a skincare routine. Every time I do a sit down video and I ask on Instagram for someone to send me questions, someone always asks me what's a skincare routine. I don't have a skincare routine. I never had one. I don't know if I'm gonna develop one because I do have good skin. I think I do have good skin. I don't want to talk too soon, but I feel like if I develop one, I'm gonna, and I start putting like a bunch of different products on my skin, I feel like it'll mess up my skin. So I don't have one right now. I don't have one, and I just use soap and water. So yeah. The next question we're gonna move on to is, what do you like about living there versus living in Nassau as a content creator? That's a good question. Okay, so what I like, wait, what's the question again? It said, what do you like about living there versus living in Nassau as a content creator? What I like about living here more than living in Nassau as a content creator is, what do I like? Honestly, I don't even know. Like, what do I like? I don't even know. I feel like I don't even know, like, because for me to answer that question, I would have had to like did the things that I've already. For me to answer that question, I would feel like I would have had to already did the things that I said to do when I came over here, as opposed to living in Nassau as a content creator. Even though I'm not in the same spot I was or same space I was, I still feel like I haven't hit that one actual, like, I still didn't hit that one actual thing I wanted to hit to be like, okay, yeah, this is different from Nassau. You know what I mean? But what I like, let me see. What I like about living here more than over there and as a content creator is the fact that you just have way more opportunities when it comes to like let me see. I don't know how to answer this question. Like, I don't know how to answer this because, like I said, for me to answer this question, I would have had to already did what I already like set in my mind to do when I moved over here, as opposed to being in Nassau or whatever. But I feel like I'm not in the same spot I was. I'm not in the same place I was in when I was over there doing, you know, content creation. But I still haven't hit that one thing that I already had, you know, in my mind to, you know, whatever, to be like, okay, yeah, that's different, like I already said literally just a few minutes ago. So I don't really know how to answer this question in depth, but and I don't want to reconstruct your question, but I do want to say, living over here has opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. It made me realize that there's so many opportunities, and there's so many different people over here that are trying to do the same thing. And if you really want to like stand out, you have to be yourself. You gotta like you can't just like fall behind what someone else is doing. Even though there is trends and there is things people online, you know, as a thing, it's like a trend, right? You follow whatever. You still have to be yourself, and you still gotta like do what you want to do for yourself. Like even if you see someone doing it, not because they don't even do it. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you like doing it. You know. So I think I'm gonna have to come back to this question like in another year, a few months, a year. I'll definitely come back to this question because yeah, you really made me think on this one, Shay. Yeah, I'm gonna call your name. Anyway, the next question I'm gonna go to is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself in 5 years waking up out of my bed, getting paid just to yawn, live my life, travel, getting paid just to come on here, start a video, literally just get paid to do that. Just literally get paid to live my life. That's what I see myself in 5 years doing. Everyone, I feel like people have been asking me this question. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my lashes on. I'll be right back because I'm not gonna be focused while putting on my lashes. So I'll be right back. Put my lashes on. We're gonna wrap this video up right now. The last question is where I see myself, and that was the last question, right? Yeah, where I see myself in 5 years. Where I see myself in 5 years is, like I was saying, we're gonna continue on to that. We can finish off with that. Where I see myself in 5 years is waking up, and getting paid to do just that. Getting paid just to live my life. Getting paid just to travel. Getting paid just to go places. Getting paid just to do a makeup video. Getting paid just to do a... Like I was saying, I just had to do my lashes right quick. because I was not gonna talk. It was y'all would have seen like a long pause, a quietness while I do my lashes. But anyway, where I see myself in 5 years, like I was actually trying to briefly talk on it before I cut off, is where I see myself in 5 years is actually waking up just waking up just to live my life. And I know it's gonna happen. It will happen. Every time I say stuff like this, it just happens. And I'm not saying I'm no kind of psychic or whatever, or prophetess or whatever. I'm just saying, like, whenever I set something for myself, I do it, and I don't stop until it happens. It might take me, a little bit longer than others, but I know it's gonna happen. I just see myself waking up, getting paid just to do a video, wake up to sit in front of the camera and talk to the camera, talk about a certain product, or talk about a certain makeup thing, talk about some clothes, talk about some hair products. Just waking up, cooking, waking up just to live my life, waking up just to travel, waking up just to go somewhere, waking up just to live, just to live my life. That's what I see myself, where I see myself in 5 years. I don't see it any other way, and that's really all I could say. I just see myself, and it's not just from YouTube. Like, I'm talking about like from every social media platform. Instagram doesn't pay you, but there are people that you can get brand deals from Instagram, and so that's what I mean by like getting paid just to live your life, getting paid just to create a post, getting paid just to take a picture. And it happens. That is so possible, and I feel like everyone knows that. I feel like and I'm not gonna stop until it happens. It's happening slowly, very very slowly. But when I say that that's what I want to see myself in 5 years, I mean consistently. I mean like weekly. I mean like on a weekly basis. You see, there's like loads of cash coming in just to post a picture, just to post a video, and it might seem as easy as talking it, but it's not easy. Like I promise you, you have to make videos, you gotta make deadlines, they gotta send it to these brands, they have to make sure it's okay, they have to prove it, then you post it. If they don't like it, you're getting paid for that. So it's like a job, you have to like do it over, you know what I mean? So it's not as easy as it seems, but that's what I want, that's what I see myself doing at the end of the day. It's like I'm my own boss, and I manage my time, and I schedule my time. I schedule to do what I want to do. I wake up whenever I want to wake up. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to wake up at a certain time. You actually have to discipline yourself to do stuff like that. So it's like, I think I'm prepared for that. No, I know I'm prepared for it, and I can't wait till it actually, my actual dreams do come true, when it comes to this. So I think that's what I see myself doing in 5 years. Honestly, I'm not saying that I see myself doing YouTube until I'm like an old lady. Like, no, but at the end of the day, at that point, and at a certain point in my life when I feel like I've grown enough, you know what I mean? I feel like, of course, you have to invest in certain different things. And I feel like that's a whole different video for a whole different other time. But anyway, right now, I hope that answers your question. I see myself in 5 years waking up, getting paid to do it. Even, I feel like it's gonna happen even like quicker than 5 years. I would say like 2-3 years at most, you know what I mean? Just being consistent and believing in myself, which I do. I feel like that's going to happen. I just have to keep the faith, and I have to take I feel like I have to take another leap of faith in doing something. My first leap of faith was moving across here by myself, and it worked out for me. After a while, it was pretty well. Of course, there are some like consequences that happens for certain stuff, and it didn't happen to me. I did suffer the consequences a little bit. But after a while, I think I'm pretty okay. So I feel like I do have to take another leap, which is quitting one of my jobs, or like quitting like a job, or quitting something I do on a daily basis, just to focus on this. And I feel like I just had to have that faith in myself. Quit one of the things I do on a daily basis, and focus on this, because this is my baby, not those jobs. Like, I don't really care. Honestly and truly, if they see it, I'm so sorry, but it's just for the money. I'm sorry, but this is something that I'm doing. This is something I do because I truly enjoy it, and this is what I'm working towards. This is my baby, and yeah, I want to make this a career. And so yeah, this is actually what I see myself doing here. 5 years, 2-3 years, I would say, but 5 years is as is actually the goal mark, where I actually want to see something. You know what I mean? So it's like, I hope that answers your question. But anyway, I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my hair, and I'll come back on to end this video out. Hey guys, so I am back, and I am going to close out this video with saying thanks, and once again, me trying my hardest to have my Bahamian accent. Anyway, so thanks for sending in the questions. Thanks for I just wanted to like just get ready with me, and in all honesty, I really ain't going nowhere. Actually, I'm going to work, but still, do y'all like how honestly, y'all, this is actually my new everyday makeup look, and I always do this all the time. It's like I don't have no other like way. By the way, I did change my lashes because those ones I had on, it's pretty like let me see if I can show you where it is. I feel like these are like kind of like almost synthetic, so I didn't really like put these on. I had them on actually, and I took them off because I felt like these were not. Oh, excuse my nail because I need to get my nails done over. But anyway, y'all, I felt like these were not doing it for me, so I changed them into these kiss lashes. I got from a Walgreens, I guess. But I gotta go get me some more lashes. The lashes that I had actually that I was wearing like for the past couple of weeks, I lost them in DC. I don't know where they are, honestly. By the way, I did go to DC. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did post where I was in DC, like on yesterday. No, Wednesday. It's Friday. Yeah, Wednesday I did post I was in DC. Now I'm back home already. No, it was Tuesday. My bad. I posted on Tuesday and I'm back home. It was just a quick little trip. It was nothing, no party thing. I had to deal with something really, really important, so I had to go down there and do it. Because if I did it in Miami, it was gonna take me 2 months to get what I actually wanted. But if I did it in DC, it was gonna take a week, which it did. So it's gonna be here by next week, which I'm so happy about, and I cannot wait to tell you why I really wanted that to do. I'm not gonna tell you now because I'm not really sure exactly. I know I want to do it, but I just don't know like the details of it. So anywho, I also wanted to say throughout this video, as y'all could tell, I talk really fast. So I want to apologize if I was talking so quickly y'all couldn't understand me like right now. And it was also incorporated with Bahamian slang. So I was talking fast and I was talking with Bahamian slang. So it's like, y'all, I know y'all couldn't really understand what the hell I was saying, but I hope y'all did. And I just want to apologize in advance if y'all didn't understand me. So I am sorry. But this is the end of the video. Like I said, I'm not really going anywhere, but yeah. I mean, it's always good to do a nice little beat, you know. Every time I'm not going anywhere, so my makeup look the best all the time. But anyway, I also did my hair too. So like I said, I did it off camera, but I did relax my hair today because it was kind of like it needed to like be relaxed. Like it was like too much new growth. I needed to like get, you know what I mean. But I probably gotta clip these again because my hair was shorter than this. Literally last month, I cut my hair and it was shorter than this. So I gotta clip these again. I don't know if I'm gonna clip it myself because it's way too short for me to clip it myself. You see what I mean? I talk too fast. Anyway, I know if I'm gonna go clip these myself because it's way too short now for me to clip it myself. How I did it the last time, if they were long enough, it was long enough for me to clip. So I am probably gonna have to go to like a salon and have them clip it, or I might just grab a mirror, put it in front of me and in the back of me and clip it myself. I actually have the new, well not the new, I actually have the actual scissors for hair now because the last time I used my kitchen scissors and I got ate right up on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere for that. So I got the right scissors now. So little inside joke from my 2 million views that was going off on me for my scissors that I used. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for sending in the questions. And as y'all could see, I'd be drifting in and out from the accent and the actual proper English because, like I said, it's just a thing. It's just like a thing. I can't just automatically just talk in that slang and that's it. Even when I was back home, that's before I even moved here. So it's even worse now because everyone I talk to on a daily basis speaks, you know, proper English, I would say. I don't like calling it the American way. I hate it. But everyone I speak to on a daily basis, you know, you have to talk to them that way. Because if I talk in Bahamian slang, they wouldn't understand that word I say. I promise you. Like, they wouldn't understand nothing I say. So it's kind of like I can't just turn it off completely and be Bahamian slang 100%, and I can't just turn it off completely and just be proper English 100% because it's gonna come in and out. Even when I'm upset or when I talk fast, it just comes out. So I tried my best and I tried to, like, you know what I mean. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like this video. To see you guys in my next sit down video next week because I'm gonna do a next one sitting down doing my makeup. Cause I want to show y'all like an in-depth video of my everyday makeup look. So this is what it is now, and I want to show you guys that like. With all the stuff I use, I probably gotta buy some new makeup, I ain't gonna lie, because I am running low. Like, on my concealer, let me see. I ain't gonna more. I don't know if y'all can see at the bottom of this. I've been scraping. I ain't gonna more, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna more concealer, I ain't getting no more lip gloss. Look at my lip gloss bottles, both empty. I gotta get me some more, so I gotta with some in-depth stuff about some makeup and all that. Okay, so I will see you guys next week in the sit down video, and I like, subscribe, and share if you want. Comment down below, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.
Like you do, yeah. It ain't no fear in you. I ain't too scared to shoot. But I got a man at home, and we like family too. But I got needs and wants.